Boom, baby, we're live. Welcome to Interview with the Man, episode 776. Where we're going to talk about this hip hop artist named Young Philly, how he has no game, and why he is now going to jail. Well, look what we have here. Guys, it is me, MLD. I'm back with another episode for you guys today, as we continue to learn about understanding the nature of seduction, dating, relationships, the whole nine yards, and how this guy is he's in some serious doo-doo. And we're going to point out all of the red flags and so much more. How is everybody doing today? Thank you so much for being here. Welcome back. It is Monday night here on the Modern Life Dating Interview with the Man podcast. That being said, today, we're going to dive deep. We're going to go into exactly what is going on with this guy. He's a British YouTuber, and he's done so much. So I'm going to go right into that. But before we get going, it's time for one of my most favorite parts of the new section we have on the show here to help build up the community and make you at there feel right at home with me. Because if you're listening to me, you're part of the community. And that part of today's show is comment review. Let's go to comments from Free Consultation Friday, which if you weren't watching, turned out to be a nightmare because Blog Talk Radio is a terrible company. And they did not get their phone lines up and running again. This has been happening all of 2024. So that's that. Boudouin says, John, how are you? How's your elbow? Took the bandage off. You see that? My scar is pretty much fully healed. Right here. I have been injecting BPC 157 that I got from a clinic here in Tokyo. And I promise you, well, my knees usually hurt because I have early stages osteoarthritis in my knees from all the years of combat sports and, vigorous training that I do. And my knees used to hurt on the reg. And since I've been taking this compound, the reason I took this compound was to speed up the healing here so I could get back into the kickboxing gym. My knees do not hurt anymore. BPC 157 is a miracle compound. It is known as the Wolverine compound. It heals all the problems you have. It's formed in the human body as is, But yeah, it's unreal how fastly I have been healing. And yeah, man, it's just what a time to be alive. Modern medicine. I mean, it's not even modern medicine because it's not in the doctors. I mean, doctors really just have one incentive to keep you sick and on pills. But it's phenomenal stuff. But anyways, yeah, let's go to comment review because there's something I've noticed with what's going on with some people in this community, not guys in the inner community, but I need to point this out. So let's go to our comments. We have two videos. We have Free Consultation video Friday. We're gonna review the comments there, and then yesterday, I don't know if I can even say his name, but a certain guy named Fuentes versus 5 feminist reactions with Dr. Mellons. Dr. Mellons has been a staple on the show lately. She is awesome. And the reason why, because I'm going to address some of these comments that I'm getting from you guys in the chat, from a lot of you guys who are literally incels who get no girls, which you got to chill, okay? You know why I'm having women on the show more often? Because, gentlemen, you guys don't know how to communicate with women. You do not know how to flirt. You do not know how to have a lighthearted banter. You think every interaction with a woman needs to be a debate or confrontational thing? And how's that working out for you in your dating life? How's that working out for you, belittling women and having this angst and hatred in your heart, low key, for some of these women, right? How is that working out for you? I know it's not working out for you because you're here online looking for dating content. So you guys need to drop that because it's super toxic. It is low vibe. It is bad aura. And it screams like, I don't understand women. I don't get women. Okay. So here we're going to go to the content, and we have great comments too. Don't get me wrong. We have plenty of great comments. So here is Free Consultation Friday. We actually turned up with me on the screen with 4 girls. Portia came through. Dr. Melons, and then this chick Sarah came through. So Firefighter 3935 says, "Oh wow, never expect to see torture here again." Jay Willard says, "Dr. Melons looks like a keeper. She indeed is." Mitch was talking about the financial advice I gave at the 29-minute mark. He says, "MLD, very inspiring. Keep it going, mate." Eddie is facts 8501 says the black community is opening their eyes. Oh well, Joe says missed it next time. Pro Special says boom baby. B-Boy Red Moon says diamond. And Peps the Stamna says MLD doesn't like Goku Vegeta copter. I don't know if that's an insult because Goku is the lesser. Okay. He is the lesser of the two. Just in okay, I am the alpha anime connoisseur here. Okay, I watch all my anime in Japanese because I am not a pleb who watches Japanese anime in English dubs. I understand reading is hard for some of you, but I am a connoisseur of the fine arts of anime, consuming my whole life. Live in the land of anime. Okay, and then we had a phenomenal show yesterday. This one got so many views in a short amount of time, 4,500 views. Aaron Schumann, which I don't know if that's really a black person's name. He says, as a black person, Nick is a W. Weaponry Fitness 22 says, MLD is right. Martial arts teaches an individual discipline and control. In my experience, I've found success by acting civil, not barbaric. Absolutely. He's a real warrior too. This is a gentleman in my community, got some coaching, and he's really proficient with a lot of weapons. New Britain Polly, as per usual, WMLD. Thank you so much, New Britain Polly. Jocks the best. Nick is actually mad funny. He's a funny guy. W Nick by Andy. Mr. Nobody, MLD needs to set something up with Nick. Y'all need to collab. I don't know. He has retweeted me. But I don't know if he would collab with me. He's a really big name. Super big name. Donda says, never forget, this guy's super close to Kanye West. The same guy the system wanted to exile, like Michael Jackson. We all remember what happened to Michael Jackson, the greatest pop artist of all time. Greatest, in my opinion, the greatest entertainer of all time is Michael Jackson. Okay. Both Nick and Kanye survived cancel culture. Even Trump won't condemn them to this day. Jules 14S Pino. I don't know why conservative type of podcasters giving Destiny and OF Lawyer the mic for a debate stage when they know they do not evolve their opinions whatsoever. As soon as I see their presence, I leave. Yeah, I don't really see much in her or her bruised up titties. Dr. Melons has cute reactions. She indeed does. That's why Icarus. This is what bothers me right here. Ernie L. Perez, 7686. He's now this lady is going to be a repeated guest. Facepalm. This is supposed to be a men's channel. Yes, this is supposed to be a men's channel where I teach you how to get girls, something that is completely going over your 5'4" head. Okay, this is incel energy, guys. You cannot sit here. How am I going to sit here and show you how to have actual interactions with women in a playful, lighthearted, jokingly way? Okay, do you think that if Dr. Melons did not enjoy spending digital time with me, would she just keep coming back? Would she even say yes to talk to me? Would she even do any of that? Clearly, is she faking all the time? She's laughing on the screen with me. I'm trying to show you guys how to interact with women in a healthy way that's going to lead you down a path of understanding women. So you don't end up like young Philly in jail because he's so thirsty and has no game. Okay. Anyways, that's the reason for having them on. Okay. Let's see. So if getting into fight makes you more manly, what happened to Richard Cooper? Is that why he's selling test boosters? Well, I put it here. The only thing Richard Cooper fights is gay thoughts. Okay, so I'll give myself a heart on that one. So that's why he's selling test boosters, which don't work, and pheromone soap, which don't work. Like, it's so sad. I feel like I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi of digital marketing, and Richard Cooper is Anakin Skywalker. And he has gone to the dark side, and now as his master, I have to go and make him a quadriplegic because he has fallen to the dark side. I have to leave him on Mustafar to burn by the side of the lake of lava. Yeah, it's just sad to see what happened to this man. But once a simp, once a beta, always a simp, always a beta. You could put the man in the alpha arena, but a beta is a beta, man. You know, it's pretty sad that he's grifting and selling pheromone soap and testosterone boosters. The only way you're going to boost your testosterone is through testosterone replacement therapy. Are there supplements you can take? Yeah, you could do a bunch of things, but supplements really don't fix the root problem, which is bad diet, stuff in the chemicals in the food, you know, chemicals in our environment, the xenoestrogens everywhere. So I guess if you want to sell pheromone soap, though, rub it on your bald head. I've seen your woman. You need to rub more than that, bro. Tyler Davis says, you guys ruined this. Couldn't even make it through 20 minutes. I'm sorry to hear that. I am Xavier Johnson. This is the number one incel vibe. When did guys start caring about what females said or thought? Let's see. Since the dawn of civilization, since we want to reproduce with them. So yeah. But again, loser energy, very sad, very pathetic, you know, not going to win. You're not going to win. It's okay. I love losers like them. I told him to go wash his dashiki. W. Nick by Molar 51. So, guys, when I review some of these comments, right, because the number one thing about this channel is we actually care about transformation. We actually care about you guys getting ahead in life, okay? And right now, what I'm seeing too, because when I launched the Tokyo Love Show, which by the way, the next episode is coming up this next Monday, okay? The thing is, here's the deal, right? It's not okay to be so hate-filled when it comes to women. Like, women can sense this on you when they meet you. They immediately can tell this is a guy who gets it. This is a guy who doesn't get it. And if you're writing comments like that, you don't get it. Okay? You do not get it. And that the problem with guys is the big three. Every guy thinks he has better game than he does. He's better in bed than he actually is. And every guy thinks he's a better fighter than he actually is. And that's why when you come on my elite training program, the Passport Pro, you have to fight me. And you have to fucking do better than me. Because a lot of you guys have delusions of thinking you're so good and that you're going to piece me up or you're going to beat somebody up. And you just, you know, I like to smash your delusions so you realize exactly where you are. Okay? Because the bottom line is this, guys, and I'm sorry, I have to just keep it 1,000. Okay? If you were so good with women, you'd have a loving woman by your side, loving you, serving you, and taking care of you. And if you don't have that, then you're not as good as you think you are. And you're not in a place in life where a woman sees you as a viable option. Okay? Bottom line. Because everybody here would rather be snuggled up with some beautiful, loving, caring, amazing woman than watching me yap on YouTube. But here we are. So let's make the best out of it. Let's put our egos aside and let's learn. Let's get ahead together. That's what this channel is all about. It's about transformation. It's about leveling men up. It's about taking you to the next level so you can put worrying about women and worrying about game behind you. And then, you know, in your heart, I have conquered this because I have challenged myself. I've challenged my problem that I have in my life and I've overcome it. And now I am on the other side triumphant. That's what we want. This is a channel for winners. Okay. That's what this channel will always be. So search your heart. Okay. Search your heart. You know, I am right. Search your heart. If you have this angst inside you towards women, it's because you don't get them. Because if you understood women, you wouldn't be consistently choosing bad women or getting finessed by women. The amount of guys that think they're so good with women that come to me and that are so bad is astronomical. To the point that I'm a multimillionaire. My business has made millions of dollars. Okay? Learn. Set your ego aside. Okay? You're not as good as you think you are. Statistically speaking, if you hear the sound of my voice and you haven't gone through my coaching, you're not as good as you think you are. Period. Okay? And this is not me attacking you, but it's really pathetic. It is such incel energy. You have to stop it. Straight up. Okay? Yeah, I'm never gonna have Nick Fuentes on, quite frankly. I mean, I think he is a great streamer. I think he's very funny guy. I think he has great delivery, right? Shout out to Real John F. Kennedy, says we love comment section. And I think he's a great guy in regards to, like, he's a talented individual. He's very eloquent. I think he's not a terrible role model because he doesn't advise people to consume alcohol. He's anti using drugs, you know. Is he a little fringe? Absolutely. But you know, I think that, you know, because he's Catholic and all, you know, has extreme views in some ways, but meaning, you know, he survived cancel culture, you know, And you got, I mean, he does have, nobody has all negative points. You know, he has a lot of positive points. I mean, Donald Trump wanted to meet him. Kanye West wanted to meet him. I mean, you know, says a lot when those people request your audience. He's built a large following. So it is what it is. Shout out to Suzuki Babe. She says, MLD, great idea to have ladies on and show interactions. We're waiting for you. All women are invited. I want to show guys that you can talk to all women, you know, and just don't be afraid. Don't stop being so afraid. It is like, it is so, from a guy who has this stuff handled, guys, it is like, you guys don't understand how bad women look down on you. Didn't you hear on Friday when Dr. Mellons and Torsha, we were talking about, what do you do? Like when you notice a guy that gives you the ick, what do you do? You notice how they both say, oh, we just figure out ways to use them. Okay. Women are ruthless in this sense. Okay. You're either the man or you're not. You're potential for sex or you're not. And a lot of you guys need to figure out where you are, because you know, it's you guys are down bad, bro. You guys are down bad. And we could sit here and throw stones at women and say all these mean stuff, but that's not going to get what you want. And you want women. Why are you lying to yourself? You want woman. You want a loving, amazing woman in your life who scratch your head, cook you some food, massage your back, massage your feet when you need it. You know, I have an assortment of women like that in my life. They all love me. They all take care of me. They're all amazing. You know, how many of you guys have a woman that you could pick up and call the phone right now and say, hey, baby, I don't feel good. Can you come take care of me? And they drop everything and come right over. And this is not like me trying to flex, but I'm just saying it's a valuable thing to have in this world. Like, you're not going to make it alone. Okay. And to sit here and deny that you don't want women, it's like, dude, come on. We going to start off our relationship with lies? Come on, guys. You're better than that. All of you are better than that. If you're sitting here and you're watching me and you're hearing my words right now, either live or in replay, you should be proud of yourself, because you are looking for answers. You are searching for truth, and we can have that truth together. But you can't build a relationship of love starting with all this hate in your heart, you know. And it's just, it's not cool. It's not cool at all. And you're going to be the one that suffers. You're going to be the one that suffers. And I'm not trying to fear porn you, but I'm just telling you guys, like, I see it. I see it day in and day out. I have coached thousands of guys since 2019 alone. And remember, I started my business 2015. Okay. So I just, you know, you guys got to be real. Okay. Okay. You really got to be real. All right. CA says, I like Dr. Mellons. I thought she was just a pick me at first, but she's completely grown. Dr. Mellons is a smart woman. She's a nice lady. She is a nice lady. And, you know, you guys just got to learn, like, you know, having female friends is an asset too. Like, having women that like are on your side, dude. You understand? How many of you guys know what it feels like when you walk into a club and a girl that's your friend sees you and likes you, and she screams, and then she runs over and hugs you, and then all the girls look at you? Do you understand what that does to you in the club? That immediately raises your status to all the women around. Okay. There's so much benefit out there on the other side of you letting go of your hate, you letting go of your fear, you letting go of your aggression towards women, because you have to let go. Like, don't get me wrong. There are stupid women out there who say a bunch of dumb shit. I'm not saying, like, you know, you have to open your arms wide and accept all women lovingly or whatever. I'm not saying that. Okay. But what I am saying is, like, a lot of you guys, like, when I'm reading these comments, like, even, you know, here, let me show you something else that you notice, right? I'm going to pull up one more comments, because I read all the comments, guys. I read them all. Okay. I'm going to go to the Tokyo Love Show episode 1. Okay. And I want to show you guys something, because it's like, dude, it's like mega cringe, guys. It's legit mega cringe. Like, you guys, it's like, it's so bad. Okay. So let me go to the comments to show you this real quick. Okay. So, good comments. Firefighter says, good, stoked to see this new era. Stoked to see what you do with this new show. But then I remember this one guy. Where was it? I may have deleted it. Okay, yeah. here's a small thing, right? So Reaper 5425, right? This is interesting show. Audio's not good. We fixed that, but I'm sure it will be improving. Type on. Look forward to future questions and maybe some more pushback, harder questions. LOL. No, I'm not here to argue with girls. Okay, I'm not here to make conflict and drama with girls. That's like, no woman wants to show up on a date with you and argue with you guys. They do not want to do that. Okay. And then let me see. Yeah, here too. Okay. Baller boy, the one. Okay. I'm pretty sure I know what that demographic is. MLD let these girls say the dumbest things with no pushback. What was the point of that? So what am I supposed to do? Let me ask you something. Okay. And then here too, the John, bro, I love you, but this was an L. You're replicating Sosnick. Why would you bring on girls like this? So many hot girls all over Tokyo. This is what you scooped up. Please come to Tokyo and help me recruit them. Okay. Please let me know. Okay. But yeah, like this one here too is like, where was it? Okay. The whole MLD, like these girls say the dumbest thing with no pushback. Like, you don't get it. You do not understand. Like, the way you filter out women from your life, okay, is you have to talk to them in a non-judgmental way so that they truly open up to you. A woman, like, they're smart. They're going to gauge you like this, bro. They gauge you so quickly. Okay. And you know, it's not going to help you. Like, I'm not here to argue with people. You're not going to win people over by arguing with them. And like, that's like common sense 101. I'm here to show you how these women truly think so you can understand true knowledge. Okay. That's the point of all this stuff. That's why I have these girls on. That's why I recently reached out to Torsham. Like, hey, can you help me? I want to show you, like, I want to show these guys what it's like to have a healthy dialogue with women, just to get on here and be like, no, you're a dumb 304 and blah, blah, blah. It doesn't help. It doesn't help. I am not here to entertain you. I am here to educate you. Okay. And bringing girls on and pushing back and fighting so you get drama, so people get more clicks. Okay. If you lead with conflict, you attract conflict. I don't want conflict in my life. I'm a peaceful man. I have a very peaceful, happy, zen life. And arguing with some girl who has a complete different value system than me, one, it's toxic. Two, I don't want to do it. And three, it adds no benefit to anybody involved in that whole thing. And then they leave. Let's say, because my studio's in my house. So you guys want me to invite these girls over to my house, make them feel like absolute garbage by pushing back and telling them, oh, you're dumb, you shouldn't think like this, like that. And then what? Now they have my picture, they have my Instagram, they have my YouTube channel. Girls talk, guys. Girls talk. And you have a reputation. So I'm not going to destroy my Tokyo reputation to entertain you with mindless dribble that benefits nobody. It doesn't make sense. You have to study women because you guys don't understand women. You have to understand them so you don't end up like this guy, Young Philly, that we're going to be talking about today. Okay? Guys are down bad. Guys are down so bad. Celebrity guys are down bad. Regular guys are down bad. The average man is down so bad. Arguing with women in the chat, you're a loser. Okay? You are a categorical loser. And I'm sorry to tell this to you, but someone needs to tell you the truth. That's loser energy. Okay? Women do not want to be with losers. Women want to be with winners. And when you argue with a woman, she may get an emotional high off of it, but at the end of the day, she puts you in the I will never sleep with this guy category. And guess what? She's going to go tell all her friends. Which guy you want to be? I have a fantastic reputation in Tokyo. Okay? Fantastic. These girls love me. Okay? I'm the man. I want you to be the man too. So stop with the dissing on chicks, and it's like, it's mad cringe, guys. It's so cringe. All right. So cringe. All right. So there's that. But I'm not leading with conflict. Okay. I'm not leading with that. It's just no bueno. It is absolutely no bueno. Okay. No conflict, no drama, none of that nonsense. Okay. So let's go to young Philly. Let's talk about this guy. All right. So God bless this guy. You know, this is who we're talking about. So, and this is ties in because here's the thing too. Okay. You want to be like people like 50 Cent. Okay. You never see 50 Cent in the news getting caught up in some scandalous allegation. 50 Cent, Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, all good, smart guys, all have game. You know, Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg have a woman that's holding them down. Okay. People like Daniel Craig as well. You never see him in the news, no scandalous stuff. But then you have people like James Franco, pervert, texting underage women, you know, so thirsty and so desperate to try and sleep with a girl because he has no game. Do you understand? If I was a celebrity, I would have a line of thousands of women ready to do my bidding because I have game. See, it's the same thing like you guys who are really bad with money. You're like, oh, you know, if I had $1 million, then I'd be able to manage my money. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Okay. Because you're unfaithful with a little, so you'll be unfaithful with a lot. Because that's who you are. The root problem is you as an individual. And you need to take accountability to grow and develop as a man. Okay. And no, a lot of people don't want to hear that. A lot of people don't want to hear that. And that's why there will always be a large percentage of losers and a small percentage of winners. That's life. Deal with it. Okay. Period. So that being said, this guy has no game, but he is like a massive presence. You know, he has like millions of subscribers. Okay. And this is homeboy here. So we're going to do a quick little analysis of him. So this is young Philly. Okay. Can I make this? No. We're going to have to go straight into OBS soon here. I don't know, guys. Rumble guys, we're going to have to figure out a way to go through OBS directly too, because a lot of these StreamYard interfaces are no bueno. No bueno at all. I don't even know if that's working, but I'm pretty sure. Let me know if that ding came and destroyed the chat. Andres Felipe Valencia Barrientos, known as professional Young Philly or simply Philly, is a British YouTuber and rapper born in Colombia and later moved to the United Kingdom. He began his YouTube career in 2013, starting music career in 2017. Beginning in 2018, he appeared on numerous BBC shows, several of which he hosted. Already off to a great start, right? 29 years old, good stuff. Okay. And, you know, that is, you know, it's such a waste of talent, such a waste of things you can do with your life when you're like there. I mean, this is, you know, it's just sad, honestly, to see someone waste such amazing ability to have such a fantastic life. So he started his career. He's a YouTuber. He's pretty big. He's got a bunch of subscribers, 1.8 million subscribers on YouTube. Okay. So off to a good start, right? Now, he recently got charged with rape while on tour for his music video, which is so terrible. Okay. And look, this happens with all guys who, you know, who are bad, who have bad game, who don't understand female nature, who don't understand, like, you know, the ins and outs of dating. This happened to Kobe Bryant, right? He got in trouble with that chick, that 19-year-old woman. And they said that he raped her. And, you know, a lot of this crazy stuff happens behind the scenes. You know, I used to be friends with an old WWE wrestler named Cold Scorpio. I don't know if you know that guy, right? He used to work at a nightclub called Roll Bar, right? And I'm not going to say who he was with, but he was with some of these big dogs who were in the WWE at that time. Huge names, right? And he was with these OGs. And he says they were like in this, he's like, the OGs brought him in, big names. If I said their names, you'd know exactly who they are. And he said, like, you know, we were here and I'm the new blood. And they were in this hotel room, right now, because they're on tour always. WWE, back then they were just on crazy hours. And he said that, he was there with some OGs and there were these women in there and they were smoking crack. And he was like, you need to smoke this crack. And then you need to make the crack pipe so hot that you need to burn this chick's vagina with it. And he said he was with these guys and they were doing that crap. And I just thought to myself, like, Lord have mercy. What is going on in this world? And again, that hasn't gone out. That hasn't got public yet. But I mean, that's another example of guys who don't have game, that don't understand there are massive negative repercussions for you in life if you really do not know how to tame this beast inside you that wants an endless supply of sex. Okay? Thank God none of that got out, because these guys would be in trouble. And I guess the women were consenting to it. But like, when you're rich, when you're famous, when you're celebrity, like, guys get a little bit too overzealous in thinking what they can do, what power they actually have. Okay. And, that's just, it's so bad. It is legitimately so bad. Okay. There's a video here, and we're gonna do a little bit of a breakdown here, okay? Because this guy Dylan breaks it down, and I just want to go into detail with this here, okay? So take a look at here as we're gonna break this down right now, okay?
World woke up in shock after yet another YouTuber.
That's guy, Young Philly.
This time, Young Philly is facing very serious allegations. Not only was he arrested today, but he was also charged with a woman in her 20s in a hotel room in Perth. And honestly, the fallout from this could be insane, because not only is he part of this huge friendship group with some of the biggest creators in the world, but he also works with some of the biggest brands as well, like the BBC, ITV, Meta, and even charities like the...
I mean, look at all this money he's making. He has money, he has fame, he's a young guy, he's good looking, and now it's all down the trash, all because he couldn't, get his act together and just, have a more of a tempered approach to women, right? And he's pretty good. He's like he's like a millionaire, multimillionaire, multiple different avenues. Say his net worth is anywhere between 1 to 2 million. I mean, he's not as rich as me, but he's also young, so there's plenty of ways to go up. He's certainly not monetizing his audience the way he is. But I mean, if he's so bad with women, I can only imagine how bad he is with money. So.
Prince's trust. Are his friends gonna defend him or abandon him? Will brands decide to drop him? Did he even do it? Well, that is all what we're gonna go over today. So, like the video and let's get Now, similar to America, Australia is made up of different states with their different laws. And prosecutors allege that this incident happened at a hotel room after performing at a nightclub in Perth for his Australia tour. So, because of this, they actually had to extradite him back to the state that this happened. And as you can see, this is the video of him in an airport coming back from Queensland, Brisbane, where he was at, to Western Australia to face trial. And as you can see, he's handcuffed there, being led by a couple of police officers and put into a car. Now, before we go into details of what was alleged in court that actually happened, and warning, because they're pretty gruesome, I feel like for anyone who isn't as familiar with Young Philly needs to understand the magnitude of this. Because him being arrested is not just going to affect his career deeply, but you have millions of his followers that look up to him. He's also part of this huge friendship group in the UK that are some of the biggest creators in the world, like the Sidemen, the Beta Squad. He's got a podcast with Chunks. He's also doing a lot of work in traditional TV, like he's got his own show with the BBC called Hot Property. He's got another show with Channel 4 and Harry Pinero called The Philly and Harry Show. You
see, this is what happens if you don't tackle your problems. They grow and grow and grow, and eventually they will consume you. Your life as a man is centered around one thing, which is solving problems. And it's the problems you have within your life. And then eventually externally.
Featured in a bunch of Simon videos, some of which have got over 80 million views, and his dedicated ones with them have over 40 million views. He played in the Soccer Aid match on ITV. He was in the Great Celebrity Bake Off. He's got his own music, which gets millions of streams every month, and he goes on tours, as he was doing in Australia, always working with massive brands. Like, he's got his own sauce with Heinz. He's worked with Meta, the British military, Adobe, Captain Morgan, and a bunch of others. And he even works with charities like Stand Up to Cancer and even the Prince's Trust to inspire young people to chase their dreams. So, point is, the fallout for someone like this that is working with and affiliated to so many different people and brands, all of that.
I mean, just so bad, just losing everything, really. I mean, yikes. Again, I mean, Lord have mercy, man. I would be on top of the world if I had access to all these resources. I'd be set for life upon life upon life, you know?
Them are probably going to try and desperately now try and protect their own public reputation. But we'll get back to that side of things in a second, because today he appeared in court where he's being charged with 4 counts of sexual penetration without consent, 3 counts of assault occasioning bodily harm, and 1 charge of impeding a person's normal breathing or circulation by applying pressure to their neck, aka strangling.
Again, you know, these kinks, like you gotta choose the right girl. You got to let her know what's going to happen so she's down with it, you know? And another thing is this too. This happened in Australia. Okay, so here's 2 big problems about Australia. One, if you remember what was going on during C-19, Australia was one of the most draconian countries on the planet with everything that their government was doing to these people, arresting pregnant women, riots in the street, saying no jab, no pay. Okay, that's strike 1. And strike 2, and it is what it is, but the Aussies know Australians are really racist, okay? It is what it is, you know, got to call a spade, but Australians are really racist people. And he's a black guy on TV. I know he's not black, he's like Latino black, but he looks black, you know? So what do you have for the average smooth brain out there? You got a black guy on TV accused of raping a woman. You're automatically guilty. The court of public opinion is already out on you because, you know, it's an us versus them mentality down there in Australia, and they love to vilify a foreigner.
They just said that. And the prosecutors even attempted to oppose young Philly's bail application because they alleged that there was an extremely strong prosecution case supported by CCTV and photo evidence. And they basically are trying to make the case that he's not just some ordinary person being tried, and they don't want him to use his social media influence to impede the case. Prosecutors also showed pictures to the magistrate which were not shown in court, and in reference to what these photos depicted, they said, across her body is a history of violent acts. We say those photos and what is alleged is beyond the pale, beyond what could be considered a consensual act. Now, on the other side, Philly's lawyers are questioning the strength of the prosecution's case because they are claiming that the girl didn't even raise any concerns about assault during a call with her friend at 5:31 a.m. Now, the case was adjourned for the day and he was granted conditional bail, but in those conditions are a ban on contacting his alleged victim or posting anything about this whole case to his millions of followers on social media. Now, it goes without saying, but the charges don't suggest that the allegations are proven. Rather, he will now be tried in an Australian court and he is innocent until proven guilty. When these sorts of allegations come out, it almost doesn't matter to the internet. The damage is done. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, now, and I talk about this, like the number one thing when it comes to branding and having your own brand, and this goes for you too, because you're your own brand too, guys. You are your own brand. When you walk around in your day-to-day life, you are the brand of Jason. You're the brand of Mike. You're the brand of Billy. You're the brand of Brandon. Okay. And the worst thing that could happen to your brand is losing trust. And that's why I say you guys got to be real, because when you lack authenticity, 1, majority of people can smell it. 2, especially women, because they have high levels of social intelligence, astronomically higher than the average man, so they can sniff you out and realize if you're some kind of dork or you're not. And then, you know, it's just it's the hardest thing to get back is a good name, you know. And he's incarcerated. He can't leave Australia. His legal defense is probably costing him hundreds of thousands of dollars. He's probably stressed out on a daily basis. You know, I pray to God he's learned his lesson, but the plot thickens. It gets way worse.
Go on Twitter and people are already bringing up old clips of Philly interacting with women. And it's like, before the allegations, hardly anyone batted an eye at some of these. But now you see him getting arrested, and then there's hindsight, and, you know, people see this with a whole different view, and it goes crazy viral.
What crazy? Choking her? You
No,
trying to
it
kill her?
wasn't like a choke. It was more like a, you know what I mean?
What the? Yeah. See, look,
What?
yo.
Look at her face. Okay, look at this chick on the left. The one on the right doesn't care because she's getting attention from celebrity. Okay, but look at her. Like everybody's looking at her, but look at her here.
It wasn't like a choke. It was more like
Crazy viral.
not crazy.
Choking her?
Look at that face. She can smell on him that he has no game, that he's a little bit of a creep.
No,
trying
it
to kill her?
wasn't like a choke. It was more like a, you know what I mean?
What the? Yeah. See, look,
What?
yo. Okay.
Monkey see, monkey do, bro.
All right.
Yeah, so you get the point. And I mean, there's no point in like showing you the other things that are floating around on Twitter because that place, they are really just prepared to destroy lives, innocent or guilty. But the part that's going to be really crazy to watch is how other creators react or respond to these allegations. Are they just going to try and ignore everything and everyone until there is a verdict? Are they going to come out and try and defend him? Are they going to try and remove his videos where he made
You know they're not going to defend him. You know they're not going to. Everybody in this world, in content creator world, everybody's out for themselves, guys. I learned that the hard way. When I first hit the scene, I taught everybody how to do digital marketing. I taught everybody how to grow their YouTube channel. And you'd think I would get some kind of place in their heart, some kind of like reciprocation. No. The only people who've held me down is definitely Myron, definitely Fresh, and King Dre. Paul from Apex Mindset for sure. That's about it. Really.
features? What are all these brands going to do? Because brands are notorious for being one of the first people to come out and publicly denounce anyone for anything. Man, because if you think about people, even like Russell Brand and how everyone dropped him when, you know, he was accused of sexual assault, even from like 10 years ago. They closed his pub down. I mean, even YouTube removed him from the partner program. So from making
Donovan for sure. That I didn't even have to think about Donovan because I already know he's on lock. Donovan's a great guy. He's got a great heart.
any money for allegations alone, allegations that I might add that have still not, come to anything like him being charged or arrested or even amounting to any serious legal action. So if that's how they treated Russell Brand of allegations alone, how the hell are they going to treat young Philly when he's being charged and arrested? And it's not like it's going to be easy for some of these big creators to just ignore because, Philly is really a big part of their content. I mean, especially the Chunks and Philly show, like that podcast has just come up and it's, started to do really well. And now this happens. I think it really comes down to how much pressure their fans and the internet puts on them to say something. But honestly, only time will tell. And I'll make sure to keep you updated when he is scheduled to actually.
So that's part one of our video. Okay. That's just like the TLDR. Okay. So here's the latest update on his case now, because we got an update from this gentleman here. We're back. And it's not looking so great, honestly speaking. And this could all be avoided. This could all be avoided, guys. Okay.
Woo! That's good. Woo! Stop it, Mr. Messi. Okay, let's start today off with an update on the whole young Philly situation because it has got a lot worse. Now, honestly, this must have been the most expensive weekend of his entire life because just as we spoke about in the last video, creators and brands have started distancing themselves from Mr. Philly. Now, the first one that I saw was the
like I just said. Oh, like I just said, nobody is your friend when you're a YouTuber. Everybody is out for themselves. To find a good friend through digital means is like, I'm foolish enough to enter this with like a good heart and think, yeah, everybody's good, everybody's nice, everybody likes me in my distorted soundboard, but it's not the case. And I'm not surprised that they cut all ties with him,
Sidemen obviously removed their 20 versus 1 edition. That actually happened as I was recording the last video, which, I mean, had 42 million views. So that would have been a painful one to remove. The FA cancelled a new show that was going to have Philly cooking alongside other big Premier League players like Saka. His brand deals with ASOS have all been deleted. His sauce that he had with Heinz, that's been pulled. His clothing line with Perplex has been taken down. Foot Asylum announced that they are suspending their contract with young Philly with immediate effect. His dating show with Gymshark called Hit Off has now been unlisted. His first live show for the Chunks and Philly podcast is now being cancelled, and the producers of that show, Upload Productions, well, they said that they are pausing all and any work with young Philly. And I mean, to give you a sense of this, there are even articles being written for brands about advice of like what they should do now that young Philly's been arrested. I mean, I told you guys, young Philly, he was deep with the brands. And for someone his size, I don't even want to imagine how much money, just all of the things that I've listed, actually would have cost him just being dropped. And this is all before the verdict has even come out yet. Oh, and we haven't even started talking about the whole creator side of this thing too. Because just like he was with brands, do you know how many creators, like the videos that he's collabed in with other channels? Now, I do expect creators to be on the side of, they're going to wait until there is a verdict. But hypothetically, if that verdict is guilty, I mean, just like the Sidemen have already done, I think there's going to be a lot of videos that just poof, disappear.
And like I said, you're on the top of the world. You're on top of the world, and it all gets taken away for what? Let's just worst case scenario or best case scenario. Let's say he was sleeping with this girl for an hour. So an hour of pleasure for a lifetime of shame and misery. Kidding me? Yikes.
And it's going to be painful for a lot because, again, there's a lot of videos out here with a lot of views. I mean, I have no idea what's going to happen to the Chunks and Philly podcast. Who knows? But things only get crazier from there because Philly is currently out on a $200,000 conditional bail until his next court date on the 19th of December. And just some of those conditions being that he's had to surrender his passport. So bro's not going anywhere for the next 2 months. And I don't imagine the hotel that he's going to be staying in is very cheap. He has to frequently check in with police. He can't contact the alleged victim. And he is not allowed to comment about any of this on social media. Now, here's the thing. If he is found innocent, he will be able to return back to the UK and hopefully, continue with his career. But I mean, at that point, I think a lot of the damage would have already been done. And imagine if that is the case.
Right here. Lack of game, hubris, and arrogance. And let's see how that manifests itself, right? First of all, one of my friends, I have a friend in my life, he's a super good looking guy. Giga Chad, Jack, tall, arguably rich, good looking, putting up with the most mid-looking girl, in my opinion. She's giving him trouble. She's causing crap for him to happen. I've seen her Instagram, and she's posting like these thirst traps, but she's supposed to be his girlfriend. And it's just like, fight, go back, fight, go back. I'm like, dude, you can't fix her, bro. It's over. This is who she is. You've been like this for a year plus. Dump her. It is over. Please leave her. Please, for the sake of masculinity, send her back to where she belongs, okay? Because there's no doubt in my mind that kind of behavior is the behavior of one person and one person only. You can't domesticate a streetwalker, guys. Send them back to the streets where they belong. It's like trying to bring a wild, untrained pit bull in your house. It's going to attack you and shit everywhere, and then you got to deal with the mess. And then it's just going to go out to another house and attack and shit all over the place because it's a wild animal that cannot be tamed. It's an animal that cannot be domesticated. It is a broken person. Stop it. Okay? I don't care how addicted you are to her traumatized vagina. It's not worth it. But again, lack of game, hubris, and arrogance. No, it's not. I can fix her, bro. I got this, bro. I got this. Okay, bro. Let me know how that works out for you. Okay? Hey, LMLD, it's Alex E from 2021 Body Language Masteries course. Looking good, bro. Hey, trying to be as good looking as you, man. You quit smoking? I hope you quit smoking. You're too much of a good looking white man if you can smoke all those cigarettes and kill yourself. Don't do it.
He will be majorly suing this individual for damages, but If he is found guilty, not only will pretty much every brand and creator never work with him again, destroying his entire career pretty much overnight, but it's likely that he would have to serve that sentence in Australia and not be extradited back to the UK, which I would imagine would make it just that much worse for him. Now, this is not a certainty, but extradition back to the UK would typically not be considered unless there were very unique circumstances, like agreements from the governments together. Now, this is because the crime was allegedly committed in Perth, and legal proceedings for serious criminal offenses like sexual assault, well,
I do not want to go to jail in Australia, the land of prisoners. No, thank you.
they generally result in the convicted person serving time in the country where the crime allegedly occurred. Now, if we get any other major updates before his next court date, I will keep you updated, but let's move on. Now, this week, we also had an extremely rare event go very underreported because the whole world was focusing on Hurricane Milton from Florida. And as a result, not many people know that the Sahara Desert, the Sahara
Oh no, that's that. I don't care about the Sahara Desert flooding. But yeah, there you go. Okay. So so before reacting to like some other stuff, I'm going to show you Fresh's tweet. So Fresh actually met this guy. Now the thing about Fresh, okay? Fresh is a very down to earth person, okay? Fresh is a very level-headed person. Okay? And I know that everybody likes to make fun of Fresh or whatever, but he's a very smart guy. He's a very wise guy. I love Walter. He has a very good heart too at the end of the day. You're never going to see Walter getting caught up in some shit about like, a chick like, saying like, oh, Fresh, RKO'd me, through a fucking table. Like Fresh is just like, Fresh will just dip out. That's all he'll do, and he has a good gauge. People, when you go, dude, if you ever have the opportunity to hang out with Fresh, I was taken to a strip club in Miami called Booby Trap. That traumatized me, first of all. But when I went there, Fresh is the ultimate coolie man, bro. Fresh cracks me up. But we go to Booby Trap, and like this guy's like the mayor. You walk in there, everybody's saying hi, everybody's giving him dap, all the girls are hugging him, right? Fresh is like the mayor. He's such coolie man, bro. And he's like ordering food for Uber Eats at like 5 o'clock in the morning to the strip club. I'm seeing these giant friggin' black women, like huge women. Women are like double the size of me. Like, it's wild. It's wild. But like, there's not a drop of like perversion or any weirdness with him. He's a very level-headed guy. And everybody loves Fresh. Like all over Miami, people just love this guy. Right. And he's a lovable person. He's a very lovable guy. Right. So he tweeted this out. Okay. This is what Fresh tweeted out. All right. And he says, I'm all for protecting men when falsely accused, but this nigga right here, bruh, where do I begin? Anyone that knows how this nigga moves with gal can tell you he moved too thirsty. Got a story about him in UK club with the girl, but shit, I'm not surprised. Hashtag no Philly. Like, people talk, guys. People talk. People watch you and people talk. They see what the deal is. Okay. And your reputation will catch up to you, good or bad. It's no bueno. It's not good, my brothers. It's not good. Okay. You think you're the man. You think you're smooth, but if you don't have the results, then you're not. So stop lying to yourself. That guy got girls majorly because he is famous and rich, period. Okay. Now, here's the deal. We're going to go to Fresh and Fit now because they cover this. Okay. And Fresh had a real life encounter with this guy. And they covered it 2 days ago on the Fresh and Fit podcast. But I just wanted to double down on this. And here's the deal right here.
Who's offending Diddy? Nobody. But why is that though? Could it be true?
Well, let me give you my take on it, then you're going to go because I know you got a lot to say. When I first saw this, I was like, famous guy.
Mr. Silk Shirt himself has returned. Michael Amato says Booby Trap on the river. Bro. Trauma, bro. Traumatized. I specifically stayed there to be fresh. It was funny. Like I was like, it was after when I was wearing fresh, when I went to Fresh and Fit with the purple suit on. So I was in those two. And I remember like this giant, like 6 foot tall white woman with red hair was like giving me the eye because I was the only guy in there that didn't look like he had a felony. And I just remember like everything about that place. I was just like, no. God, I do not like strip clubs. I do not. I do not like them. This place was wild. People were smoking weed in there. It was just like no rules whatsoever. Just wild place, bro. Miami.
Successful, has some money. Like, this is bullshit, right? Like, there's a high likelihood that it's a lie. But I don't know anymore. I really don't know. I mean, I'm gonna assume innocent until proven guilty. You know a lot more. You shared some of those things with me, but you didn't go into the full detail. So I'll turn it over to you, man.
Bring in my X post if you don't mind, Bills.
Your X post?
Yeah. Somebody posted on X regarding this article from Drama Alert. And I said, I'm all for protecting men when falsely accused, but this nigga right here, bro, where do I begin? Anyone that knows how this nigga moves with gal can tell you he moved too thirsty. Got a story about him in the UK club with a girl, but shit, I'm not surprised. # no Philly.
No Philly.
So listen, man, I have no hate for Philly at all. I think he did well for himself and his career. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Fresh calling you Thursday. But
yeah, that's bad.
guys, by the way, go to my Twitter real quick.
Oh, Myron says you went Fresh calling you Thursday. You know it's bad. Oh, that's so funny. Because the way Myron and Fresh move with women is night and day, bro. Myron is like direct, upfront. This is what I want. Let's do it. Yes or no. Fresh is more like a smooth criminal.
And follow me, man. Go support me. I'm almost at 20K people.
First CEO Network
followers,
is the name.
bro. Shout out to you guys for supporting, bro. I'm gonna tweet a lot more, pretty much every day now, and respond to people's posts. So go check it out. Yeah. But I went to the UK.
Of course, I'm still friends with Myron and Fresh. Why would I not be friends with them?
A couple months ago, we did the show Grilling, me and Myron, and I was with a YouTuber as well, and Chopstar. Shout out to them. We're wearing their merch right now, and we went to a club, a club in the UK. Now, I mentioned the story.
I did not go to this club.
Yeah,
this is the story where Cheyenne got mad at me because I talked about her friend being big. It was that night.
Really?
Well, I was not gonna call her name, but okay.
My bad.
Yeah,
All right.
let's think of that.
All right.
Anyhow, so we went out.
Tell
to,
the full story, nigga. Come on.
No, but you calling names now. I don't want to call any names on purpose. So we are going to the club, and good time, good vibes. People are saying, "Yo, Fresh, good to see you, bro. Love your show, showing love." And we're like 5 girls, a couple baddies.
Were the other YouTubers there?
Yes, yeah.
Who else was there?
Bro, you
Tell the story.
Yo,
Would you ever do that show Grilling? Honestly, probably not, bro. Like the way, dude, because I'm in Tokyo, right? For me to go to these shows, they don't pay you. They don't do anything for you. And then like I thought like at least I'm a guest, like the people would treat me with respect there. Nope. Not correct. Like I would just rather work on my brand than go over there and like, I can't fly economy because it just kills my back. So it's like $3,000 round trip ticket. And then you got to pay for hotels, and then I can't stream, and then I got to like get somebody to watch Happy. And like, it's really got like, it's got to make real sense to me to do it. And I feel like if I go on that show Grilling, they're just going to like, just try and talk shit and try to like get a gotcha moment. And like, that's another thing. That's like conflict, the conflict thing. I'm going to just go, if I go, I'm going to be nice to the girl. I'm going to try to like, be a good example of how a man should talk to a woman on a date if you want to be successful. And they want you to fight. They want drama. They want conflict. And because that's like low IQ, like monkey brain entertainment. Like this fucking everybody. It's like Jerry Springer. You have an whole audience of idiots just chimping out, acting like a bunch of fools. Oh my God, what a burn. Oh, wow. Did he really say that? Oh my God, bro. No. Like, why? Why am I going to go somewhere, engage in conflict, and then have that conflict follow my brand. I just don't want to. I really don't want to do it. You know? So there, I mean, it's just no, like, I'm not a dancing monkey. I don't want to do it. I want to help men transform their lives. That is what I want to do. I want to help men transform their lives. Nothing more, nothing less. Period. This is my life's work. This is my calling from God. This is what I have to do.
Oh, yo, bro. This nigga, bro.
They didn't do nothing wrong. They're just there with you.
They don't want to be involved, bro.
All right.
This is what.
All right. This dude Fresh is the worst storyteller, bro.
No, it's because I'm protecting their brand, bro. Like,
Okay, all right.
you just said earlier they don't want to be seen with us. So why are you telling the people who they are? You want this nigga, bro?
Well, I didn't know if they were worried about.
Yes, they were worried about.
Oh, so they're normie
That's
people
I'm
too.
not saying their names.
Okay, all right.
Anyhow, so we go out with some YouTubers, man. They're showing us love. Buying bottles too. I'm supporting as well.
Mhm.
Show Trap Star as well, supporting. And there's some baddies at the table. A couple baddies. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lie. I didn't see any baddies in the streets, but in the club there were some baddies in the UK.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, we're there having a great time. The club is closing in like 30 minutes or so. Out of the blue, this guy pops up. I'm like, who's this nigga? Talking to the girls, touchy-feely. I'm just like, did someone invite this nigga? Mind you, I don't know who he is.
Okay, you didn't know.
I didn't know who he was.
Didn't know who he was at that time.
Yeah. So then the girl next to me that's also a YouTuber was like, yeah, well, that's so-and-so. He's a popular YouTuber here in the UK. I was, oh, okay, cool. Maybe he knows the girls, whatever. Mind you, he didn't know most of the girls there. He just knew one of them that I was talking to, which is fine. And we're chilling, vibing, whatever. Remember, I said the club's closing in like 30 minutes. He comes at the very end of the night at a club, and he's there at the table. I'm like, who's this guy, whatever. So then he's talking to most girls at the table. And the one I'm talking to, he takes particular interest into. So he's like talking to her, touching her, whatever. She's looking at me like, yo, like, what you trying to do? I'm like, listen, do your thing, because I'm not gonna, force it, whatever.
Mhm.
So then I'm talking to the YouTuber girl, and she's like, yo, listen, like, I know she wants to go home with you, so I'm
Right, because that was her friend, right?
yeah, so I'm gonna talk to her because I can tell he's being very pushy, which hence is Young Philly. The nigga's like thirsty, bro. Like, when I say like overly thirsty, is like grabbing her, trying to pull her to the car, take away from her friend. This is like,
No bueno. Okay. Rule number 1 of cold approach: do not touch them at all. Okay. You do not touch them, especially if you just meet them. Okay. If they reach out and touch you, that's okay, because that is a body language sign of interest. But when you're doing cold approach, the only time you touch her is when you reach out, say, hi, I'm XYZ. Nice to meet you. And then you let your hand go limp. And if she holds onto your hand for longer than like 5 seconds after you letting your hand go limp, there's some interest there. Okay. And then you proceed accordingly. A little bit of small talk, and then say, hey, what are you doing right now? You want to go grab a drink? Go grab a coffee, grab a smoothie, whatever. She says, no, I'm busy. Well, hey, let me get your contact information. Boom, put it in your phone. Now you got a shot at the title. Move on. Pulling, grabbing, like, no. Dude, women by default are afraid of men because we're bigger, we're stronger, we're faster than them, and they know it. So you can't be doing this kind of stuff, especially if you're a public figure. And I'm not saying you need to be a celebrity. If you're a high-level ranking person in your organization, you're like a president of a club, you're like, the CFO of your company, if you're like a high-ranking position, you do this, people see you and people talk and people judge you. It is so bad for your brand, guys. It is bad. So this is terrible, because now this happened, and guess what? Everybody's coming out and talking about it. And he can't say nothing. He's on a gag order in Australia, and he can't say nothing.
bro, do your thing. I'm not gonna stop you because hey, that's only your brother. She's a grown man. You're a grown man. Do what you gotta do. But it was like,
Was he like drunk?
people could say he was. I don't know.
Look,
They can see he was very.
this is why I like having women in the audience. Okay, look, all 3 women from 3 different for 3 different demographics. White woman says creepy as fuck. CA, I believe you're Asian. She says that's major creeps. And then Dr. Mellons is here saying facts, never touch, creepy. Okay. If I ever meet Dr. Mellons, I'm gonna have a 6-foot gap between us, and I'm gonna have like a long pole. And like, if she tries to get near me, like, keep the 6-foot distance, Dr. Mellons. You're a married woman. No eye contact either. Look down. Okay. That's how you got to handle them. No touchy. Okay.
But he came at the end.
Very end. Yeah. So I'm like, listen,
Do you know who you were? Did he even introduce himself or anything?
we spoke for a little bit. And I say, yo, listen, bro.
Did he say what's up? Like,
Well, she introduced us together, the YouTuber girl, and we spoke for maybe 5 minutes.
Thank good God. Okay. I'll get what I'll do what I do with my dog. I'll get a spray bottle of water. If you get within, I'll allow you 3 feet, but anything more, I'm gonna spray you. And it's gonna be tap water. So it's gonna go in your skin and you're gonna get all the parasites. Dr. Millens hates all things unhealthy. Dr. Millens, I ordered an air purifier today. Are you proud of me, by the way? I got an air purifier to put in my room to purify my air because, as we all know, the quality of life is directly related to the water you consume and the air you breathe. Distorted ding for the win.
I get my Instagram, he gave me his, we follow each other, and then we DM each other the next day.
How did you know I ordered a water pick? Did I say that on the air yesterday? Did I? Who are you? How do you know I ordered a water pick? That's creepy. Did I say that on the air yesterday? Oh, I did mention it. Okay, yeah, it's on the way. It's on the way. Got to clean these beautiful teeth. Okay. When you get veneers, you have to floss. And regular floss, as Dr. Millens will probably tell you, it's terrible for you. It has all the bad stuff in it. So I'm going to use tap water instead. Okay. Yeah, Malkova also says he also broke the bro code. He went after a girl that was being gamed on. So true. So true. Nothing tells me thirsty more than when I am talking to a girl and a homeboy sees it. Not really homeboy, because he was homeboy, he wouldn't do this. Okay. Homeboy sees it, and then he makes the move too, and then he's like, "Oh, bro, it's okay if I hit on this girl, if I go for her." It's like, dude, you are so cringe. You are so thirsty. You do not get game. What are you doing? No, move on. It's it's simple. If she is completely blowing me off and not wanting to do it, then I'll be like, yeah, bro, handle it. But if she's having it a good back and forth, I was talking to this smoke show on Saturday night. All right. Gorgeous girl, this Brazilian girl, right? Huge everything, right? And this guy that I recently met, in the middle of me talking to this girl, like, hey, bro, I'm like, I didn't even ignore it. I didn't even acknowledge him. I just pretended I didn't hear him. I was just like, whatever. And then he talks me down. He's like, oh man, I saw you talking to a hot girl. I was like, yeah, bro, what the fuck? Like, who do you think I am? No shit, I was talking to a hot girl. But I gotta play the cards right. Like, oh, hey, bro, what's up? Oh, it's loud. I didn't hear you. Never talk to me again, motherfucker. Idiots with no game are just the worst.
But in real time, bro, I'm like, nigga, you see me with Shorty, like, are you good?
oh, he saw you with her.
Yeah, for real.
And he still was.
So I'm like, listen, bro, this is your city, bro.
Okay, that changes things a lot.
Yeah.
So he literally he walks in, he sees you talking to her,
yeah,
and you're with her,
but she's dancing with me,
and he still goes and tries to grab her.
Yeah, mind you, I'm like circling the club,
That's an important detail.
Different girls at the same time, so I'm like doing my thing. But nonetheless, I'm there like, you know what? I'm forcing it. Hey, bro, if you take her, cool. Mind you, the whole time her friends like, yo, no, she likes you a lot. She told me this before. She's gonna come to your hotel, whatever. Don't worry. So we walk outside of the club, and we're just there chilling. I kid you not, bro. The nigga's pulling the girl to the car, like pulling her, legit pulling her. And I'm like, I'm going to the hotel. And her friends are like, yo, this is crazy. Like, what's happening? Somebody go get her. She's
no, that if a police officer saw that and the girl wanted to say something, you could be charged with assault. No. If you have to physically drag a girl along, she doesn't like you. Let go. You're not good enough for her. Go talk to one of the other billion women on the planet. It's that simple. But now your ass is rotting away in fucking Australia, and they're probably going to throw the book at you. So, case closed. Was that distorted too, chat? I'm going to throw this thing out. Let me know.
He's like, where are you guys going? Like, why is he pulling me this way? I'm like, I'm out of here.
So you're with her friend.
Yeah, but I leave. Right, I leave and go to a hotel. I just leave because remember that was scenario there that's happening. Like he's pulling her to his
This
car.
is the last time we were in London, by the way,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
I wasn't there.
Yeah,
This
I'm just like, bro.
Damn. Shout out to Sports Glutes commenting from X. What is up, my brother? People from X rarely comment. We got like how many? We got 140 people on X watching right now. What is up, my man? I think the cord is broken. I don't know. This thing is like, see, I have this. Dude, Elgato makes the worst products. The longevity, like these lights never work. This fucking thing apparently doesn't work anymore. You know, Elgato, terrible company, guys. The stream capture devices, like I have to turn them off and on a bunch of times. It's really terrible company. I don't know if it's something with my tech or if it's actually this. This is from like 2020. Maybe it is time to replace it. I don't know. You know, kind of weird. Maybe it might be this. Maybe I just have to replace the cord. I don't know. Let's see. It was clear that time. It's the cord. It's the cord. I think it's a cord. You think it's the software, but it works now. Now it's distorted. Salmon King also watching on X. What is up, brother? Excellent stream. Love you. Semi-distorted. I don't know, guys. We're going to have to figure it out. Update Windows? You think that's what it is? I just hate all this crap. Why doesn't it just statically work? Better now? It's like hit or miss, you know? Let's see. Let's try another one. Skipping and distorted. Sports Glue, you are on it, bro. You are like the fastest replier. Do you work for the FBI? We'll figure it out one day, guys. Let's go back to the story. I love you guys. I love you all so much. Love you all. I love you more than Dr. Melons loves organic hormone-free chicken. And that's a lot.
Bro,
you guys know I hate nightclubs.
I don't want to be involved with this because I can see where this is going if it gets to that point, and then like if that whatever happens. So I leave. I go to my hotel. I get a text saying, "Yo, listen, I'm dropping her off to you right now," which is the YouTuber girl that told me she's coming.
Okay, so she grabbed her from him.
Yeah, and then I asked her, "So what happened? You didn't want to go home, boy?" "Oh no, this and that. He was being pushy, whatever. But I want to go home with you. I just didn't want to like make a scene." I'm like, "All right, cool, whatever." And then that was it. Kind of find out, I called the other YouTuber girl later on. She told me the full story of what happened that night. We're like,
oh, by the way, guys, hit the like button. Speaking of equipment fucking up, here we go again. Oh, Amazon lost my camera, by the way, guys. Isn't that funny? My camera should have been here by now. Amazon lost the camera. How do you lose a camera? $4,398. Sorry, we don't know where it is. Case closed. We'll get it together one day, I promise.
I don't know if he was on. I don't know what he was on, bro. He just like heavily thirsty for that girl, and he wanted to smash by any means possible. So I was like, "Oh shit, this is how this thing moves." She's like, "Yeah, everyone knows."
Guys, smash the like. Oh, and you see how the girl just says, "Yeah, this is how this guy moves." Everybody knows. That's bad, bro. That is bad. Women talk, guys. Women talk.
So that's when I heard the story. I'm like, I'm not surprised because I've seen it myself, and I've heard from other people the same thing. And if you recognize, everyone on YouTube, bro, is saying the same thing. Like, "Oh, this guy is like this and that." I'm not surprised. Why is that? Everyone has the same story about this guy. Arrogant, entitled, thirsty. And I'm like, bro, you got money, status, you're successful. You don't need to be thirsty, bro. Like, you can get bitches all day. Like, you just pull up, bro. Young Philly's here. They'll come to you. Why you gotta be so aggressive? It's like, for what?
So, guys, quick word from our sponsor, Ralph.
Oh, let's skip that. Is that coffee any good? That's how good advertisement works. I want to drink that coffee. I've also haven't eaten anything in 36 hours. So I would chew on coffee beans right now. I'm so hungry. Doing a 3-day fast, guys. Wednesday, midnight, Tokyo time. So it is now Tuesday, 12. So I've got 36 more hours to go. And then I'm going to order a pizza and eat it, just to spite everybody who says I shouldn't eat a pizza. I've lost, how many pounds did I lose? I lost like 3.5 pounds overnight.
They got one that has a protein blend, man. So definitely go show them support. Shout out to 1775 Coffee.
So in short, my experience with Homeboy wasn't.
That is weird though.
the
Like he
best?
goes into the club and he sees you're dancing with her and talking to her, and he still like makes a move.
I probably will. That's a great idea, Tyler Paul. I probably will.
To like try to pull her.
Yeah.
It's kind of
No,
weird.
mind you, I don't hate the guy at all. Like, there's no hate. But it's like I can see.
You just thought that was weird behavior, right?
I can see that like
Very weird.
it's weird you did that, and it's like you don't even know me. What if I was like one of those like jealous people? That wanted to fight you?
I'm
I'm like, bro,
right.
go do your thing, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he's lucky that you're not like a simp or some shit. Like I'm gonna, because there's dudes that like fight over girls, bro. So
And I didn't even know who he was. So when I say like this is not surprising, is because everyone I know from the UK that deals with him maybe on a first basis says the same shit.
Mm-mm.
So I'm not surprised, bro.
Chat, if you go into a situation like that and a dude is like in the club and there's a girl that he's like dancing with or talking to that you like the least you could do is be like, hey bro, and you see him talking to other girls, hey, is that your chick? Hey, I don't want to be a dick, like, is it cool if I talk to her? Like, he didn't even give you that courtesy if you want to do that, if you even want to do that, which I don't think you should. But if you do want to do that, it's like, bro, trust me, like, you'll be surprised. You get more bees with honey than vinegar.
Bro.
Like, if you did that, like, dudes will be like, oh yeah, take her, I got other girls here. A
And
lot
I
of
already
times.
met all the girls there. Yo, this is my boy Philly. Top in with him.
Exactly.
I would have been glad to say, you know
Yeah,
what? It's
yeah.
my boy. He's a YouTuber too as well. Go check him
But
out.
instead, he was like being aggressive, kept grabbing her, pulling her, this type of shit. Wow.
Now, mind you,
Christopher Baker, $5 super chat. False accusations are an unfortunate reality. It can happen even if you approach politely and then politely walk away. No, it can't. No, it can't. No, it can't. No, it can't. No. If you approach a girl politely and walk away politely, there is nothing that can happen to you. No, this is complete. Christopher, you're speaking from a position of ignorance. Okay. I know you don't do cold approach. All right, brother, with all due respect. Okay. I'm telling you right now, my brother. No, if you approach a girl, hey, how you doing? My name is Jonathan. Nice to meet you. Shake your hand. She doesn't like you. What you doing here? Oh, I'm with my friends. That's cool. You come here a lot? Yeah, sometimes. I'm with my friends tonight. You know, we're having girls' night. You should read in between the lines if she wants nothing to do with you. And then you're like, okay, cool. See you later. How are you going to get false accused? Cameras in the club. People everywhere. Sorry, no. There are ways to protect yourself, okay? And not every woman is out here like a predator, like, oh, I'm going to get this guy in his $60,000 a year, job. There's usually a lot of indicators that guys ignore because they have hubris and they think they're better and above the rules and they can break the rules and they're better than the game. Okay? No. It's not how it works.
I'm of the opinion that like if I'm in the club with my boys or at tables I don't know, I'm asking you, bro, who you with? Just to be safe, because bro, I don't know the scenario, the situation, because that's
Okay. Remember, Russell Brand got accused a year ago. All right. Why did they accuse Russell Brand? Because he's super rich and speaking against the system. You have to read in between the lines, guys. These girls aren't coming to fucking get you for your $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year job. If you're even doing that, if you even approach girls, a lot of you, the guys that I know who consistently approach girls are not afraid of them. It's you guys who are afraid to talk to these girls that make up all these stories and fairy tales in your mind from no firsthand experience. Come on. Stop being an armchair alpha. You're not approaching. Majority of guys don't approach. You're telling me you're just outing yourself here. Stop living in fear. It's pathetic.
That's your girl. I go talk to her, nigga. It looks weird.
Oh yeah, because he came to the table later, right? He
Later
didn't know
on.
he didn't know
Yes, Task Force Echo.
anybody there.
It was me and 2 other guys, and then beer gal. That was it. So 3 guys and like 8
But
girls.
who did he know there?
The YouTuber girl.
Nigga, just Cheyenne. He knew Cheyenne. All right. Nigga, come on, man.
Myron, you gotta stop, bro.
Bro,
Because, bro. I'm not trying to put names in this, bro. Like,
right,
what's wrong
whatever.
with you, dude? Like, come on, man.
Bro, whatever, man. It ain't that big a deal.
Anyhow, long story short, man, that went down, and I just left it. I was like, you know what? It's what it is. I ain't gonna talk about it, but homie, I'm just gonna drop it, and maybe in future we could do a collab, maybe. But that was just kind of a dig in the wrong way in my direction. I felt like he kind of like didn't give a fuck, and that was wrong of him. Then again, entitlement, pushing it. So that's my story with young Philly, man. And listen, I don't hate the guy at all. I just think he was a little aggressive and a little bit pushy. But again, you know, maybe that's his
trying
thing.
to drag her to a car is wild, though.
Huh?
I said trying to drag her to a car is wild.
That is wild, bro. And right here, Jay, this long name says consequences for sexual perversion are inevitable. You reap what you sow. Dude, guys, I'm telling you, women talk, bro. Women talk, bro. Good or bad, they talk. It's what they do. Okay. They talk, dude. These chicks talk. Okay. You got to protect your reputation, and your reputation is your responsibility. So if you got a bad reputation, it's your fault. Straight up.
Bro.
Friend had to rescue her.
And crazy wild. So that's the story, man. But then again, with these current charges, man, bro, it's tough.
You guys might be wondering why I wasn't there. I wasn't there because I was pissed off because she brought a fat friend, and I got mad and I left. I went home. It's already been addressed on Twitter. Fuck it. She tried to say some shit about this on Twitter, so everybody knows.
Well, she bought you a baddie, but you were too turned off.
I was pissed. She brought the fucking beluga whale. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I
She
just
had a
went home.
baddie at the club ready for you, but you didn't want to come.
Hey man, fuck the club, bro. I was
Okay.
already pissed.
But again, the story came out, and I already know people's opinions because we know how he moves behind the scenes. Because on camera, he's one way, but off camera, he's like, bro, like this is not.
Nigga
congruent.
said some dude took your girl. Are you guys stupid? She didn't. He didn't take the girl. Is the whole point of the story.
Yeah.
For you idiots in here that are saying that he took the girl.
Yeah, there's
He didn't take. That's literally the point of the story.
The girl went home refreshed at the end of the night. And like being hyper aggressive doesn't work. If she don't like you, she don't like you.
Story is that he didn't take the girl, though he tried through an aggressive means.
Listen,
The
guys,
fuck, man.
I'm not gonna fight over a girl, bro. Like, fuck that shit.
They literally physically pulled her out. Like, what did you get? Do you guys
Also,
miss that part of the story?
It's not my city. I'm not gonna fight for a girl that's not even in my city that like I don't even know that well. Like, if he wants her, bro, take her, bro. I'm not, dude. There's so many girls at the table. Why am I gonna fight for one girl? So that happened,
and even more so, she told her friend to drop her off to you.
and she did. But I think even though this happened, he should be given a fair trial. To be fair, the girls could be lying in this whole allegation. We don't know what's happening. We didn't see the photos or the CCTV. He should be given a fair trial. But from my experience, from what I've seen and what I've heard from other creators as well, this nigga was mad. Bill, split a clip with Chunks. So his own homeboy Chunks was asked the question, would you let your boy date your cousin, which is Philly? So would you let Philly date your cousin?
Okay.
Here's his response.
This them right here? This one?
No, next one. Next one? Yeah, this one there.
This one right here?
Yeah.
My family, but yeah.
Why? I'm a good man.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me?
No, I have too many stories. But anyway, yeah.
What
appreciate
stories?
it. Huh? Been to the left. I'm not just,
Is he a little guy too? He looks like a little Tonka truck. He looks like he's got little guy energy.
that's very scary.
Yeah,
man.
but what's that got to do with you when I'm clarting? You've just got to worry about I'm
How tall is this guy? You guys got to get over your complex of being so short.
treating your sibling good.
My family, but yeah.
Why?
What the fuck?
So you get it?
This nigga wearing a wave cap with the thing hanging down like he's Batman?
That's the UK.
Bro, what the fuck is going on with these British
That's
niggas,
the man
man?
them.
Bro, these niggas be wearing the Nike tracksuits and the fucking do-rag with the shit hanging down, man. What the fuck is wrong with these British niggas, man?
That's how they move, man.
What the fuck, man? You can't catch me dead with a fucking do-rag on in public, bro. And I actually have waves. And I would, you guys would never fuck catch me with that shit, man. That's fucking crazy.
Wait, why
I think waves too, man.
Why not?
Bro, no, fuck no. Fuck do I look like?
Shit shining.
Jamal? No, man.
Tyrone.
Fucking low-class behavior, man. Holy shit, man.
But to keep it real though, he should be given a fair trial, and hopefully he's innocent. If not, then bro, you cooked. You were cooked, my friend.
Jason in the chat says Fresh played the long game and won. And that's the thing. When you pull back as a dude and they like you, and then another guy's super aggro, they want to chase you. They don't want to chase. They don't want to be chased. They want to chase you because it's such a rare thing. Okay. Fresh didn't chase, and at the end of the day, he got the W. So W Fresh.
I mean, though the American justice system and the Australian one are different. They have some similarities, right? Guilty until proven innocent, and you got to be found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt to some degree, right?
Yeah.
And it's still common law. So we'll see what happens, man. That's crazy.
Because we've seen cases where the girls like Chris Brown.
Yeah.
That baseball player, forgot his name.
Yeah.
The one that was accused of whatever and it was all a lie.
Yeah.
The politician, forgot his name too as well. But people are always accused if they're famous or about to be somebody important. And it's crazy because
Well, what you saw, I guess, was just shocking.
yeah, it's almost like if like I saw his true colors and it's like, bro, like why are you being like
J123456789K1 says Fresh has game. Don't know why people hate on him, because he moves his own way. Because the majority of people who watch him have no game, and they think having game is being loud and braggadocious, and you know you have to be like this just an insufferable shithead to get girls. And it's just like, dude, you get the most girls by being smooth, being a smooth criminal. Okay, that is, you got to be smooth like butter. Okay. You gotta be smooth like your smooth brain that can't fucking understand game. That's why you got no girls, right? That's the truth. Not like, oh baby, I need to rizz you up, dog. It's so stupid. Okay. The critics of him are just like, it's ridiculous. Okay. It is ridiculous.
this? Like
There's no
uncalled
need,
for.
right?
There's
Yeah.
hella girls here.
You were just shocked by like
You just met me. Like it ain't no bad blood. It's like, all right, cool. Well, do your thing, bro. I ain't mad at you. You know. So
Did he tell the girl something like, "Oh, come with me, fuck him," or some shit like that too?
he was basically saying like, yo, like
I don't.
Yeah, exactly. Right here. Tyler Paul. Being cool, calm, and collected attracts them more. This story is case in point. I went to this matchmaker party like 2 weeks ago on a Saturday, right? It was 2 weeks ago? Wait, was this not? Yeah. Last Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago. And I went there, and my friend is like, he's my image consultant. He's this guy's a super fucking seducer. He's a genius, Japanese guy. He's a good looking guy. He's smart, dresses well. He's 40 and he's just pulling girls left and right. Okay. So he invites me to the crib. He invites me to the party. You know, it's in some luxury place, some like house, whatever, some of these dudes' house. Right. So I get there, and like in Japan, there's like a big simping problem, bro. Like, it's not everybody's surprised. It's a global simping problem. Okay. A lot of these Japanese guys, when they see a beautiful girl, they will just straight up walk up to her and be like, I want you to be my sugar baby, and I'll pay you this much a month. Like, it's that the Japanese dudes are down that bad, offering these girls anywhere between $2,000 to $7,000 a month right off rip. I don't even you don't even know nothing about this girl. You're like, yeah, you're attractive. I want you to be my sugar baby. Let's smash. I'll give you $2,000 to $7,000 a month, right? I've heard this from girls, like beautiful girls told me this, right? These dudes are bad. They're bad. They're down so bad. So I go to this party. All these Japanese guys, you know, they're kind of dorks, right? We're sitting at the table, and like, you know, Japanese don't like, they're very old minded here, so they don't think about like, you know, new ways to make money. So I'm on the couch just talking to these chicks, just talking to this one girl, right? I go there to practice my Japanese because nobody speaks English. Like, very few of them speak English. So I'm there, and I'm just doing my thing. I'm not looking like super fresh or whatever. I'm just like, I have some boots on. I'm wearing some gray slacks, and I'm wearing a short sleeved black wool shirt. The shirt was from Louis Vuitton. There's like a Louis Vuitton logo here, right? just doing my thing though, not like trying to like impress anybody. And we get there, and then these guys are like, they're all trying so hard. They're like, oh, what do you like? Oh, I'm a doctor. Oh, me too. I'm a psychiatrist. And the other guy's like, I'm a lawyer, right? And everybody's like so serious. And then they all look at me and it's like, hey, what do you do for a living there, darky? Sitting at the corner of the table. And everybody's like so serious. And I just look at everybody and I say, I'm in Japanese. I'm like, I'm an internet con artist, right? And all the girls start laughing. And then all the guys are just like salty as fuck. Like, whoa, it's just fucking foreigner dude here, I'm bigger than these guys. I'm more jacked than these guys. I'm more handsome than these guys. They don't know it, but I make more money than all of them combined. And it's just so funny how they were just like, doing that. So I'm sitting there on the sofa, and the hottest girl there, she's sitting across from this Japanese guy who's just like trying his damnedest to impress her, but she could feel the energy. She could feel the aura. So she's sitting there looking at him, and then I'm on the sofa, and she just goes to me. And I'm like, okay, this is my move. So my friend is the matchmaker, and then he like randomly like tells people like, okay, you come sit here, you sit here. So then they sits me at the table, and there's 3 seats on each side of the table. It's a rectangle table. And if you're looking down at the table, I'm at the bottom left-hand corner, and she's at the top left-hand corner, and there's a space in between of us. So I sit down like, hajime mashite, how's everybody doing? I'm Jonathan, I'm the con artist, right? And the girl, she sees me, and then she reaches over the middle chair and touches me, which is like, you don't touch in Japanese society. So she does it, and she's like, so do you like to work out? You go to the gym? I was like, yeah, sometimes. She's like, why do you like to go to the gym? I was like, I love pizza, just being honest with them. I only go to the gym to look good and to eat as much food as I can without getting, too absurdly fat. And so she's laughing or whatever. Night rolls by, she slips out, and then I don't get her information. So I hit up my matchmaker friend. I'm like, hey, buddy, like, do you have XYZ's contact info? Like, I thought she was cool, and I wanted to ask her out. And he's like, yeah, no problem. Let me get it. So he sends it to me. I hit her up. Hey, what's up? We should hang out. She's like, okay, I'm free on this date, this date, this date, this date. I'm like, cool. I was like, let's get some dinner. And she's like, okay, I'm down. I was like, meet me here at this time on this date. She's like, okay, look forward to seeing you. Case closed. Game over. Right? That's real game. Okay? You find the one that likes you. You read in between the lines. You make the approach, and it should be effortless. Like when you guys are saying like, I need text game. I need this. I need this. You're thinking like, I need to text a girl in a certain way, then she'll like me. No, if she likes you, the interaction will go smoothly. And if she doesn't like you, the interaction will go difficult. You think like, oh, I need text game, bro. I need, what's the best pickup line, bro? What do I say? No, it's binary. She likes you or she doesn't like you. There is no in between. She likes you. The conversation will be easy. Setting up the date will be easy. She'll be free. She'll help you throughout the conversation. She doesn't like you. It's a struggle. You have to do a bunch of shit. You have to do a bunch of nonsense. And that's what you guys think, because you guys don't understand game. So you think like game, I just need to like, say a bunch of magic words and do a bunch of magic things. And it's funny, I'm watching the viewership drop right now when I'm giving you the absolute fucking truth, which shows you initially, like I said, there are losers in life and there are winners. And the winners are going to sit around and listen to what I have to say. And the losers are going to go look for the magic pill to shove up their fucking ass that maybe bitches will like them. Okay. And I don't give a fuck. You know what? Because I'm going to tell you the truth, and just like everything in life, the losers are the majority, and they will lose and fail. The winners will listen, and they will take the advice. And if they realize there's a shortcoming somewhere, they'll reach out to me. They'll book a consult down below, like Leo just booked a consult, and they'll get on the monthly coaching. They'll send a super chat. They'll call me on Friday for free. They'll figure out their problem instead of chasing the next cheap dopamine high and just ruining their life and ending up like fucking young Philly over here in a prison somewhere eventually because you couldn't get your dick under control. So the truth is, if they like you, The interaction is smooth. Okay. The more she likes you, the more she'll forgive you for being a dork and fucking things up. It's how you make them feel. Because I outgamed these psychiatrists. There's 2 psychiatrists, a consultant, a lawyer, and some guy with pink hair who was like an author or fitness guy or something, but he had pink hair. And I thought he was gay. I was like, what's this gay guy doing here? I was like, oh, he's just really feminine Japanese guy. You know, that's game right there. That's game. If they like you, they go with you. It's easy. If they don't like you, you're like this motherfucker trying to drag a bitch into a car only for her to go to the guy who's a smooth criminal who's got game. Okay? So, yeah, shout out to Salmon King. Says W advice. Salmon King approves. Salmon is good. Okay. Yeah, right here. TLDR, game plus frame equals stop being needy. Right there. Okay. So that's it. There's no magic pill. There's no, oh, do you like magic? No. Something about you she doesn't like. And if the majority of women you're talking to, like a staggering majority, like 95% plus, are blowing you out, then something's wrong with you. You might be fat. You might be ugly. You might have bad fashion. You might stink. Your teeth might be yellow. You might have nasty, greasy hair. You know, you might not be confident. Women can feel your aura, guys. Women can feel your real essence. When they meet you, they're going to know if you're a real motherfucker or just another dickhead that they got to string along and tolerate. Tolerate is the word. Tolerate. There's a big, big, big difference there, my bros.
I don't know who he was when you told me the story.
All right, so that's that. So let's continue. So now that is just, you know, his friends are there. His buddies know he's a weirdo. And now when the world turns on you, it happens quickly. Okay. And now guess what? Just like when fucking girls all come out at once, when one girl speaks up, then all of them have the bravery to speak up. Now the floodgates are open. I have a friend whose mom's dog's best mate, Nan, knew a guy who went for a festival, told me how young Philly is and is not surprised to get charged. Okay, here we go.
Young Philly? What the fuck? This is putrid.
Have some tea on that, by the way.
Do you?
Yeah. I had a friend who was at Promised Land, well-known influencer. They saw Young Philly at the festival and they messaged me saying it's no surprise that Young Philly is getting charged from what I saw at the music festival. Total creep. They said to me they saw some stuff from behind the scenes that this is no shock to them. These people get idolized. These people get put up on a pedestal.
They think they're invincible.
They have unlimited money, fame, and that doesn't ever exclude someone from being charged or being a horrible person.
We make the wrong people famous. Young.
It's true. Like, all could have been avoided if he had some game. Period. Shout out to Casual Germ, $20 super chat, supporting the work. Yours and Myron's hair transplant is looking dope AF. I might go down that route next year. Salute. Sooner, better than later, brother. If you're going to get a hair transplant, go now. You know, it cracks me up, like, how I tell people exactly what to do. Not saying you, Casual Germ, but I tell a lot of my friends, like, I want to get a hair transplant. I want to do it. I'm like, you need to go now. Because the balder you are, the harder it is to fix. So go now. You're the youngest you could be right now. This is the fastest you're going to be able to heal. Go now. Get it done. Okay? That's what you got to do right there. So, appreciate the donation, my friend. Thank you so much. Yeah. It's wild, bro. It's wild. And they're claiming racism. It's just like, okay, bro. Okay. So the whole world is conspiring against this man and making up these stories from UK to Australia to America. Okay. Whatever. And here we go. And we got two more things I want to show you here. So here's the article from The Sun. All right. And so here we go. It's game over. Distorted Law and Order sound effect. All right. Young Philly is arrested. Wrapped up. Young Philly cops have extremely strong CCTV after hotel rape charge as cooking show featured rapper is axed. Okay. Unbelievable. So sad, man. What a dummy. What a fucking dummy. I believe this guy's guilty, honestly. Like, you know, obviously you're innocent until proven guilty, but and I will happily, you know, be wrong if I am wrong, but it's not looking good for homeboy. Cops investigating young Philly over rape and abuse allegations say that they have an extremely strong case, includes CCTV footage of the social media star. And guys, you got to realize, like, they're not going to prosecute you and waste all this money unless they have a really good case. And these prosecutors like to get people who are famous to make a name for themselves. They'd be like, oh, you know, this is John fucking, you know, Boomerang from Australia. And this guy, you know, he's the top prosecutor who brought down young Philly, right? Yeah, and it's just, here we go. Prosecution told the courts that the alleged victim's body is marked by a history of violent acts. Okay. In the hours after Philly was charged, England's FA swiftly pulled the Colombian board Brit from their upcoming YouTube projects. All this stuff is just, Philly was involved in a series of videos to be part of a sort of greater game campaign launched yesterday by the FA alongside with M&S, who sponsored the national side. You know, he was bailed out for 100,000 Australian dollars, which is like basically, I don't know what's the conversion, like about 70,000 US dollars roughly. The Philly's defense lawyer argued the victim was drunk at the time of the alleged ordeal. On September 28th, Channel 9 reported he performed at the show at Perth's Barwood nightclub the hours before meeting the woman making the allegations. Okay. Given the nature of social media, nature of people jumping on bandwagons, and given the nature of the power of imbalance between parties, this is not good here. This is already made headlines. You know, even if he's innocent, even if he comes off innocent, okay, this is a permanent stain on his career that could have been mitigated, could have been reduced, okay, if he had some game. So let's take a look here, because again, like, you know, I'm telling you, you guys, like, you know, you just think that, like, just because the guy's famous, he's rich, that he has game, he has his shit together, there's no problem. And this is not the case. I'm telling you, we got 335 plus people watching across all platforms right now. Come on over to YouTube, modernlifedating.com. or Modern Life Dating on YouTube, all one word, Modern Life Dating on YouTube. Join us, hit the like button. Guys, we only have 48 likes. What am I, running a charity here? The likes are free. Can you help me out? Give me a boost in the algorithm. Help me fix the distorted sound. We got you. We got you. We got you. We got you. Okay, come on through. Come on through. Thumb through. We got you. Okay. Looking at some stuff here. Okay, and we got you coming up right now. So we got some clips here real quick. Feel good. I just sent you a DM on Telegram. I don't know. I added you to the chat, but something happened when your security settings or something. Everybody's in there but you. Okay, let's go. Now take a look at this. All right. New to crypto. This guy's, you have everything you could ever want in life, and you throw away by being a dirty, disgusting sex offender. Honestly, I'll never understand how vile people could be. Thank God I wasn't foolish enough to support you in the first place. Here, let's see what it is.
Where are you about to touch me? I'm concerned.
What? You think I think we're waste?
I'm sweaty though.
So? I like sweat.
Nice to meet
No, give me a little kiss. Just hold me.
You've had enough of me for one day.
See you later.
Bye.
That is not funny. That is creepy. That is super, super creepy. And the fact that he did it and it doesn't have the social intelligence to realize that is super creepy lets me know he's doing all kinds of other creepy shit in his life. Watch this again. Kisses her neck. Like,
Bro, What?
Where are you about to touch me? I'm concerned.
What? You think I hit my waist?
I'm sweaty though.
So? I like sweat.
Nice to meet
Yeah, give me a little kiss.
you.
Just hold me.
She's putting her arms to push away. He's like putting them out, pushing her arms up so they wrap around his neck.
You've had enough of me for one day.
See you later.
Bye.
Oh my god.
It's creepy, bro. It's creepy. Fucking dork, bro. That's the yeah. You think he's so cute. You think, oh, let's do it for the clicks. Let's do it for the laughs. Yeah. That's what some dude's gonna be doing to his ass in jail. Sniffing it up and fucking raping him right in the ass where he belongs. Fucking hate, man. Fucking hell. Disgusting, dude. Disgusting. Disgusting. Like, that's cringe. That is so fucking cringe. Yeah, exactly. Like I just said, CA. That's what he's doing on camera. What is he up to? Apparently a lot. Apparently is a lot. You know? It's not, you know. Oh, man. I don't know, man. It's, you know, it's cringe. It's mega, mega, mega cringe, bro. It's so weird. It is so weird. You know, and honestly, good for him. Hopefully he learns. You're going to learn one way or another in life, guys. You're going to learn one way or another. We got another clip. All these guys are weirdos, man. They're all these like reaction streamers. This whole thing is just cringe and weird.
Got great teeth though, goodness me. We'll leave it with a little kiss as well, so we know. So now what? You just feel sour now that I'm letting you go?
I'm not kissing you in a chicken shop.
What, did you think I was gonna kiss you on the lips? Did you think I was gonna kiss you on the lips?
Yeah.
Oh, don't make me off.
You just come at me like this.
He was.
Yo, I beg, cut it, bro. Just, oh, Jesus.
This is a fucking idiot, bro. This guy has no game.
Next one.
Have mercy. Have mercy.
Hey, and you, man. Shut up there, man.
He's got fucking small guy energy. He's got a complex about being short. This guy has no game. And like again, it goes to show you like no amount of money, no amount of women can fix your insecurity if you don't fix the core issue. Because the reason you're so thirsty and the reason he's so thirsty and constantly chasing, because he doesn't know in his heart, it's like a fleeting thing. I know I could go right now outside and talk to 100 girls, and one girl will give me her phone number at least, and potentially even go on a date with me instantly. And if I'm lucky, maybe have sex with me, right? But I know that I can get girls consistently to the point that it's boring to me. I have mastered the game. This guy has not. And the thing is, when you give guys fame and money and they don't fix like their internal, you know, dialogue with how they actually get women, they don't actually have the problem solved. They do all this weird shit. That's why Destiny and all his shit, all the gay shit, him sitting in the fucking corner watching his wife get fucked by other guys, tolerating that shit, sending all those creepy messages. Oh, I want to smell your feet. I want to, you know, I like cum in my mouth, and all this weird sexually depraved degeneracy. Okay. It's all a symptom of them not understanding the true nature of men and women and not being able to consistently get it. Because if a guy couldn't consistently get girls before he had fame and money, he's just going down a bad path moving forward. Okay. It's not a good thing. You guys have to understand, you are no different. You are not exempt. You have got to learn game. You've got to understand how to talk to women. You've got to learn how to figure out how to be like socially acceptable when it comes to dating. Women have you beat so bad in the social understanding game. And that's why we have this big male crisis, because all this stuff is supposed to be taught by the fathers, but now we got this, you know, anti-male agenda everywhere in America. And we got single mother families raising guys who are completely simps and completely clueless. Men are bad. Men are down so bad. Men are not bad, but men are down so bad right now. And that includes you. If you do not have a woman consistently in your life who's loving you, taking care of you, and you know you can go out and replace her if you need to, you do not have a game and you need my help. So hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment. We're going to review it tomorrow on Comment Review. Thank you guys all for being with me today. And if you need help, click the link in the description box below. Book a consultation. Join my monthly coaching. I'll change your life like the thousands of men whose lives I've changed before you. Until then, I'll see you next time. Peace out.